The Himalayas. The very name conjures images of immense, snow-dusted peaks piercing a brilliant blue sky. They are the rooftop of the world, a silent, majestic range that has watched over humanity for millennia. But beyond the famous summits of Everest and Annapurna lies a world of hidden wonders, a tapestry of mysteries woven into the very fabric of the mountains. This is not just a place of rock and ice, it is a land of forgotten kingdoms, strange natural phenomena, and stories that blur the line between legend and reality. It is a place that calls to the adventurous spirit, promising a journey not just across landscapes, but through time itself, to uncover secrets that have been kept for centuries. Our journey begins where the well-trodden paths end, venturing into the heart of these enigmatic lands. We shall not be scaling the highest peaks, but rather exploring the secluded valleys and high-altitude plateaus that cradle the deepest secrets of the range. Imagine a world where entire civilizations have vanished, leaving behind only ghostly ruins and perplexing questions. Picture lakes whose waters change color with the mood of the sky, and valleys where shadows seem to have a life of their own. This is the Himalayas that few get to see, a realm where every stone and every gust of wind tells a story, waiting for someone to listen. This expedition will take us through a series of extraordinary places, each with its own unique character and its own set of unanswered questions. We will start in the fabled kingdom of Mustang, a land of stark cliffs and ancient cave dwellings. From there, we will travel to the haunting ruins of Guj, listen to the strange echoes of the Nubra Valley, and witness the delayed shadows in the remote village of Nar. Our path will lead us to the sacred, shimmering expanse of Namtso Lake, the surreal salt flats of Tsokar, and finally to the fossil-strewn heights of Langsa, where the ocean once met the sky. This is more than a simple travelogue. It is an invitation to wonder. It is a chance to peel back the layers of the known world and glimpse the mysteries that lie beneath. The Himalayas are not just a geographical feature, they are a living, breathing entity, a keeper of ancient knowledge and untold tales. They challenge our understanding of history, of nature, and of our own place in the world. So, come with me. Let us set forth on this incredible journey and allow the mountains to share their secrets with us. The silent sentinels are waiting. Our odyssey commences in Mustang, a name that resonates with the allure of the forbidden. Tucked away in a remote corner of Nepal, behind the colossal peaks of the Annapurna and Dhaulagiri ranges, this was once an independent kingdom, isolated from the outside world for centuries. To enter Mustang is to feel as though you have stepped through a portal into a bygone era. The landscape is a breathtaking canvas of ochre, rust, and grey, a high-altitude desert carved by the wind into fantastical shapes. The sheer, stratified cliffs look like magnificent layered cakes, their colours shifting dramatically with the passing of the sun, creating a spectacle of raw, untamed beauty. The most striking feature of Mustang is the thousands of mysterious caves, hand-dug into the vertical cliff faces like a giant honeycomb. Some are just small single chambers, while others form complex multi-storied dwellings connected by hidden tunnels. Who built them, and why? Archaeologists have found ancient human remains, precious manuscripts, and stunning Buddhist murals within these sky caves, suggesting they were used as homes, burial sites, and monasteries. Yet the sheer effort required to carve them so high up in such an inaccessible manner remains a profound puzzle. It speaks of a people driven by a powerful need for security or spiritual solitude. Legends in the region speak of vanished people, of entire communities that simply disappeared into the thin mountain air, leaving their cave homes behind. Some locals believe these caves are gateways to other realms, or that the original inhabitants were chased away by fierce demons that still guard the cliffs. As you stand beneath these silent, watching openings, it is easy to let your imagination run wild. You can almost hear the whispers of the past carried on the relentless wind, the echoes of a lost civilization that mastered the art of living between the earth and the sky before fading into the mists of history. Life here continues in much the same way it has for centuries, a testament to human resilience. The people of Mustang, known as the Loba, have preserved their ancient Tibetan culture with fierce pride. They live in whitewashed, flat-roofed houses clustered around monasteries that seem to grow organically from the arid landscape. Their existence is a delicate dance with the elements, farming barley in the short summer months and huddling against the fierce winter winds. They are the living connection to the kingdom's mysterious past, their faces etched with the stories of this starkly beautiful and enigmatic land. Leaving Mustang behind, our journey takes us across the border into Tibet, to the ruins of the Guj kingdom. If Mustang felt like a step back in time, Guj feels like a step into a ghost story. Here, an entire city, once the heart of a powerful and sophisticated civilization, lies in silent ruin. Sprawling across a colossal sandstone ridge, the remains of palaces, monasteries and houses rise towards the sky in a chaotic, yet magnificent jumble. For over 700 years, Guj was a beacon of art, religion, and commerce in western Tibet. Then, in the 17th century, it collapsed, and its people seemingly vanished from the face of the earth. Walking through the skeletal remains of the city is a profoundly moving experience. You can trace the outlines of streets, climb staircases that lead to nowhere, and peer into empty chambers that once bustled with life. The most perplexing features are the strange, almost grotesque statues and murals found within the surviving chapels. They depict deities and demons in a style quite different from mainstream Tibetan Buddhism, hinting at a unique spiritual tradition. The air here is unnervingly quiet, yet it feels heavy with unspoken stories. The wind, as it whistles through the crumbling walls and empty windows, seems to carry faint whispers, the echoes of a lost world. One of the most curious phenomena in Guj is the bizarre acoustics of the area. If you stand in certain spots among the ruins and speak, your voice doesn't echo as you would expect. Instead, it seems to be absorbed by the earth, or it returns as a distorted, muffled sound from an unexpected direction. Local folklore claims this is the work of restless spirits, forever trapped within the city's confines. The story of Guj's downfall is a tale of internal strife and foreign invasion, culminating in a brutal siege. Legend says the last king to save his people surrendered and was executed, and a terrible curse fell upon the land, ensuring it would never thrive again. The question of what truly happened to the thousands of inhabitants of Guj remains one of Tibet's greatest mysteries. Historical accounts are fragmented and contradictory. Did they all perish in the final battle and the ensuing famine? Were they led away into slavery? Or did they, as some of the more fanciful tales suggest, simply walk away into the mountains, leaving everything behind? The abandoned city stands as a stark and silent monument to the fragility of civilization, a powerful reminder that even the greatest kingdoms can be swallowed by the sands of time, leaving behind nothing but riddles and ruins. Our journey continues northeastward, into the breathtaking region of Ladakh, often called Little Tibet. Here, nestled between the Karakoram and Ladakh mountain ranges, lies the Nubra Valley, a place of astonishing contrasts. To reach it, one must cross the Kardung La, one of the highest motorable passes in the world. The descent into Nubra is like entering another world. After the stark, rocky barrenness of the high passes, the valley floor opens up into a wide expanse, through which the Shyok and Nubra rivers flow. It is a high-altitude, cold desert, yet it is also surprisingly fertile, with patches of lush green fields and groves of sea buckthorn and apricot trees. The most unique feature of the Nubra Valley is its sand. Not the golden sand of a typical desert, but dunes of fine silvery grey silt, sculpted by the wind into gentle rolling waves. These dunes are juxtaposed against a backdrop of dark, jagged mountains and a brilliant blue sky, creating a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. Walking on this sand is a peculiar experience. In certain areas, particularly near the village of Hunda, the ground has a strange metallic sheen. Under the bright mountain sun, the valley floor seems to shimmer and glitter, an optical effect that has baffled visitors for generations. It feels as if you are walking on a surface dusted with millions of tiny diamonds. This remarkable landscape is home to an equally remarkable creature, the double-humped Bactrian camel. These sturdy animals, remnants of the ancient Silk Road trade that once passed through this valley, roam the sand dunes, their shaggy coats protecting them from the harsh climate. The combination of sand dunes, camels, and snow-capped peaks is a surreal and unforgettable sight. The valley's ecosystem is a delicate balance, sustained by the glacial meltwater that feeds its rivers. It is a testament to how life can find a way to flourish in the most extreme and unexpected of environments, creating a pocket of serenity amidst the formidable mountains. The people of Nubra, mostly of Tibetan descent, live in picturesque villages dotted along the riverbanks. Their lives are dictated by the rhythm of the seasons, a slow and peaceful existence that seems a world away from the rush of modern life. They are warm and hospitable, their faces weathered by the sun and wind, their eyes reflecting the calm of their surroundings. The valley is also a place of deep spiritual significance, home to ancient monasteries like Diskit, with its towering statue of the Maitreya Buddha watching over the valley. In Nubra, the ordinary and the extraordinary coexist in perfect harmony, creating a place that truly captivates the soul. From the open expanse of Nubra, our path leads us to a place so remote and secluded that it feels as if it exists outside of time. We travel to the village of Na, a tiny settlement nestled deep within a narrow, high-altitude valley. The journey itself is an arduous one, along winding tracks that cling precariously to the mountainside. As we go, the air grows thinner, and the world, well, it seems to shrink to just the sky above and the rocky slopes on either side. Na is one of the highest permanently inhabited villages in the region, a place where life is stripped back to its bare essentials, governed by the raw power of nature. The winters here are brutal and long, with temperatures plummeting to unimaginable lows and heavy snow cutting the village off from the rest of the world for months on end. To survive, the people of Na have built remarkable houses from thick, sturdy stones, with small windows and flat roofs piled high with firewood. These homes are fortresses against the cold, built to withstand the crushing weight of the snow and the fury of the mountain winds. Life slows to a crawl in winter, with families gathered around the hearth, mending tools, weaving wool, and telling stories that have been passed down through countless generations. One of the most peculiar phenomena observed in this valley is what locals call the delayed shadow. Because of the valley's unique orientation and the extreme steepness of its surrounding peaks, the morning sun does not strike the valley floor directly. Instead, light first illuminates the highest western peaks, and only hours later does it finally creep down to the village itself. This creates a strange optical effect, where objects on the opposing slope are brilliantly lit, yet the village remains in deep shadow. It feels as though time is out of sync, with the day arriving late and the shadows lingering long after they should have retreated. Another mystery of Na lies in the soil itself. Around the village, and in seemingly random spots throughout the valley, one can find strange, perfectly formed rings in the earth. These circles, varying in size, are areas where the soil composition is different and vegetation grows in a distinct pattern. Geologists have not offered a conclusive explanation for them. Local legends, however, say they are the marks left by celestial beings who rested here long ago, or that they are protective circles to ward off mountain spirits. In a place so isolated, where nature's forces are so dominant, it is no surprise that the line between the natural and the supernatural becomes beautifully and inextricably blurred. Our journey now takes us to one of the most sacred and breathtaking sites in all of Tibet, Namtso Lake. The name translates to Heavenly Lake, and as you crest the final pass and the view opens up before you, you understand why. It is a vast, shimmering expanse of the most intense turquoise and sapphire blue, stretching to the horizon where it meets the snow-covered peaks of the Nyanchen Tangla Range. At an altitude of over 4,700 meters, it is one of the highest saltwater lakes in the world. The air is thin and pure, and the silence is so profound that it feels as if you can hear the heartbeat of the earth. The water of Namtso is famous for its mesmerizing ability to change color. Throughout the day, as the sun journeys across the sky and clouds drift overhead, the lake transforms, shifting through 100 shades of blue, green, and even purple. This constant change gives the lake a living, breathing quality, as if it is reflecting not just the sky, but its own mystical moods. This phenomenon is caused by the interplay of light, the water's depth, and its mineral content. But to witness it is to feel you are in the presence of something truly magical, a divine artist painting a new masterpiece every few minutes. The shores of the lake are a place of deep spiritual power, attracting pilgrims who come to walk its sacred perimeter, a journey that can take weeks to complete. The Tashi-Dor Peninsula, which juts out into the lake, is dotted with hermit caves and bizarrely shaped limestone rock formations that have been weathered into natural sculptures. Here, you can find ancient rock carvings or petroglyphs depicting animals, hunters, and enigmatic symbols whose meanings are lost to time. The lake is also known for a strange echo phenomenon. If you shout from certain points on the shore, your voice returns not as a single echo, but as a series of whispers that seem to come from all directions at once. Of all the tales surrounding Namtso, the most chilling are the stories of missing travelers. For centuries, there have been accounts of pilgrims and herders who have vanished without a trace near the lake's shores. One famous legend tells of a group of traders who, caught in a sudden, inexplicable fog, were never seen again. Their yak caravan found days later, still laden with goods. Some say the lake spirits claim those who are not pure of heart, while others whisper of temporal distortions or hidden portals in the mist. Standing by the water's edge as dusk falls, it is easy to feel the immense, ancient power of this place, and to believe that some mysteries are not meant to be solved. Continuing our journey across the high Tibetan plateau, we arrive at Sokar, the White Lake. This place offers a landscape of stark, surreal beauty, utterly different from the deep blues of Namtso. Sokar is a fluctuating salt lake, part of a larger wetland complex in the remote Rupshu region. In the dry season, much of the lake evaporates, leaving behind a vast, brilliant white crust of salt that glitters under the unrelenting sun. The effect is dazzling and disorienting, making it difficult to judge distance. The horizon shimmers and blurs, creating mirages of distant water and mountains that float in the air, playing tricks on the eye. The lake and its surrounding marshes are a mosaic of colors. Patches of the remaining water can appear red, green, or brown, depending on the algae and minerals present. These colored pools stand in stark contrast to the brilliant white of the salt flats and the earthy tones of the surrounding hills, creating a painterly, abstract landscape. The most fascinating features are the salt towers that rise from the lake bed. These are natural formations, created as mineral-rich water seeps up through cracks in the salt crust and evaporates, leaving behind deposits that slowly grow into strange, chimney-like structures. They look like the ruins of a submerged alien city. Sokar is a place of contradictions. It appears barren and lifeless, yet it is a vital habitat for a surprising amount of wildlife. It is one of the most important breeding grounds for the black-necked crane, an elegant and endangered bird that is sacred in Tibetan culture. Herds of Kiang, the Tibetan wild ass, can be seen galloping across the plains, their dusty coats blending perfectly with the landscape. The ability of these creatures to thrive in such a harsh, saline environment is a marvel of nature's adaptability, a testament to the tenacity of life in the face of extreme conditions. The lake was once an important source of salt for the nomadic people of Ladakh and Tibet, who would travel for weeks to harvest it, and trade it for grain and other necessities. You can still see the faint tracks of these ancient salt caravans etched into the surrounding plains. The life of the Changpa nomads, who still inhabit this region, is inextricably linked to the lake and its rhythms. They live in portable yak hair tents, moving their herds of goats and yaks in search of pasture. Their resilience and deep connection to this unforgiving land are as much a wonder as the White Lake itself. For the final leg of our incredible journey, we travel to the village of Langsa, perched at a dizzying altitude of around 4,400 meters in India's Spiti Valley. This region, a cold desert locked away by high mountain passes, is often described as a world within a world. The village of Langsa itself is tiny, marked by a giant golden statue of the Buddha that overlooks the valley, his benevolent gaze seeming to protect the handful of houses clustered below. The landscape is stark and majestic, with barren mountainsides and fields of barley that turn a brilliant green for a few short months in summer. What makes Langsa truly extraordinary is not what you see on the surface, but what lies hidden in the soil beneath your feet. As you walk through the fields or along the mountain slopes, you will find something utterly unbelievable: marine fossils. Millions of years ago, before the colossal collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates pushed the Himalayas towards the sky, this entire area was the floor of a vast ocean, the Tethys Sea. The rocks and soil around Langsa are packed with the perfectly preserved remains of ancient sea creatures. You can easily find ammonites, spiral-shaped shells of extinct mollusks, some as small as a coin and others as large as a dinner plate. Finding these fossils is a mind-bending experience. To hold in your hand the shell of a creature that swam in an ocean millions of years ago, while standing on one of the highest plateaus on Earth, is to feel a direct, tangible connection to the planet's deep and tumultuous history. It completely reorients your sense of time and place. The children of the village often run up to visitors, their pockets full of these beautiful ancient treasures, which they treat as common pebbles. For them, the remnants of a prehistoric ocean are simply a part of their everyday playground. Another enigma of this region are the rocks with perfectly drilled holes. Scattered across the high plateaus, one can find boulders and flat stones with smooth, cylindrical holes bored right through them. They look as if they have been made with a modern power drill, yet they are found in areas far from any settlement, and many appear to be ancient. Geologists have suggested they could be the result of a rare form of water erosion, but no single explanation is widely accepted. Local folklore, naturally, has more imaginative theories, attributing them to ancient gods who used them for games, or to bolts of lightning with a strange and precise power. These simple, mysterious holes serve as another reminder that this land still holds secrets we are yet to comprehend. Our journey through the hidden corners of the Himalayas has come to an end, but the sense of wonder it inspires is everlasting. We have traveled through the forbidden kingdom of Mustang, stood amidst the ghostly ruins of Guj, and walked on the shimmering sands of Nubra. We have felt time slow down in Na, gazed into the heavenly mirror of Namtso, marveled at the illusions of Tsokar, and held the ancient ocean in our hands at Langsa. Each place has revealed a unique facet of this immense mountain range, showing us that the Himalayas are so much more than a physical barrier. They are a repository of mystery, history, and profound natural beauty. What we have seen is how deeply nature and mystery are intertwined in shaping the lives of the people who call this formidable region home. They do not see strange echoes, delayed shadows, or color-changing lakes as mere scientific curiosities. For them, these phenomena are part of a living spiritual landscape, a world inhabited by gods, demons, and ancestral spirits. Their legends and stories are not just fanciful tales. They are a way of understanding and coexisting with a powerful and often unpredictable environment. Their resilience, faith, and deep connection to the land are as awe-inspiring as the highest peaks. The stories of vanishing civilizations, disappearing travelers, and unexplained natural events serve as a powerful dose of humility. In our modern world, we often believe that every corner of the globe has been mapped, measured, and explained. Yet the Himalayas remind us that this is far from true. They are a realm where the veil between the known and the unknown is thin, where science and myth can walk hand in hand. The mountains challenge our assumptions and invite us to embrace the possibility that some things may remain forever beyond our understanding, and that there is a profound beauty in that uncertainty. As we leave the rooftop of the world, we carry with us not just memories of stunning landscapes, but a renewed sense of curiosity. The Himalayas are a silent testament to the vastness of geological time and the enduring power of myth. They stand as they always have, majestic and aloof, their highest peaks scraping the heavens and their deepest valleys cradling secrets yet to be discovered. The journey has shown us that there are still ancient stories embedded in the rocks and whispered on the winds, waiting patiently for the next traveler willing to listen to the enduring enigma of the great mountains.